today it's Saturday, so we're gonna be chilling and making some tacos. And the first thing that I think I forgot to make was actually my coffee. So I actually made some Vietnamese cold brew, so that's what we're having, which is very, very strong. But if those of you who are joining me, thank you for hanging in here. Oh, yo, hold on. I have chat here. Let's go. Hey, if you're in chat right now, give me a what's up. I know a lot of you guys have already said hi. Give me a hi. This might work. This might work over here. Give me a hey, how are you? I think it like disappears after a minute, but like at least I can see what you guys say. That's pretty cool. I know I get really excited about just seeing chat, so yeah, that's actually pretty exciting for me. So hopefully this all works. If not, I can see your guys' chat over here too. So I'm gonna grab some coffee. If you'll excuse me, I have my cold brew here. Hopefully you guys are having a good day on this Saturday. Nice. I can see you guys in chat. That's great. This is my Vietnamese cold brew, which is very strong. So that's a big thing. Usually Vietnamese coffee is not made as cold brew. Usually it is made hot and then cooled down. So when I had told the lady at the shop, it was a Vietnamese coffee shop, what I was doing, she was very confused and also very worried. So that's what this is. Let me turn this down a little so I don't get blasted by my own music. Yeah, sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can see you guys in chat, your beautiful typing faces. Did I put too much coffee? No, it's delicious. Oh yeah, baby. Look, that's the good stuff right there. So strong. I'm gonna actually move this so it's not in my cooking space. But today, I was gonna do some other Japanese food, but like, it's been 70 outside, and honestly, like, I really want some tacos. So I'm having a sparkling raspberry lemonade from Culture. I don't think I've ever had anything from them if they're a brand, but the sparkling raspberry lemonade, I mean, I'm down for that. Okay, tacos. You've had them. I've enjoyed them. I grew up in San Diego making tacos, like a lot of tacos, like a significant amount of tacos. I've also grown up eating a ton of tacos, and I love tacos. So, you know, if this were me, I would just be eating tacos every single day like I were back in San Diego, because I think tacos are fantastic, dude. Tacos are so freaking good. So we're going to, I also want to include some new, what's it called for you guys? Some new, what are they? Little emojis? We're gonna get some emojis in here, you know? I think it'll be super fun. This is making me want some iced coffee. You should go and you just have the stream on and then just go get your iced coffee. Flat out. Like, it's iced coffee in the afternoon on a Saturday. I'm getting distracted. Now, what do we need for tacos? We need just a couple of things. We need the beef, which I got, okay? I ordered it in Spanish, so I was very proud of myself. I feel you on that. Caffeine because of blood pressure. I also need to tone down the caffeine, but I'll go for a big extra workout this week, or today. I bought beef. We have to make salsa. Okay, we're gonna make a nice fresh roasted salsa. And then some pico and some guac. San Diego style tacos. They don't have to be any kind of crazy. So first things first, I think we make the salsa first, because usually I don't want my salsa to be hot, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how I like to make my salsa. Welcome in everybody. Culture's a prebiotic soda. I have had them though. Ooh, frozen cherry yogurt ice cream. I made some like chocolatey kind of like healthy ice cream last night. That was pretty good. So, okay, what do we need? We need a stove. And actually, we don't need the stove yet. We just need a few things. So this salsa is a version that I used to make all the time when I was running a pool bar in San Diego. And it's super simple, right? You only need a couple of things. You need a jalapeno, preferably not on a stick. You need a couple of tomatoes. I'm not gonna make too much salsa. Let's go with like 4 tomatoes. Good amount of citrus. Citrus is gonna be personal preference, right? So, hey, welcome in guys. We are making tacos. Tacos con, tacos de asada. That's the one, tacos de asada. So we're gonna have a significant amount of citrus. We have some cilantro that I've already washed. the other tomatoes and stuff, we're gonna make a pico next. Oh, we need some onion for sure. So we're gonna need some onion, and we are going to need quite a bit of garlic. I like putting quite a bit of garlic in here. So garlic does a couple of things, right? So tacos in salsa, it'll help emulsify it and give it a ton of flavor. So we're gonna put some, I have some spices and stuff back there. Super chill today. Tacos should not be overly complicated. So I'm gonna also show you my favorite technique. This was taught to me by another fellow chef. He's a Mexican chef out of San Diego, and he grew up making it this way. And it's kind of a simpler method. So you can remove the seeds. I don't know how spicy this is. It smells fairly spicy. If you cut into a jalapeno and you recoil, it's spicy. This one's okay. This one's not too spicy, so I'm gonna probably leave maybe half of the seeds in here. I think if I still put the whole thing, it's gonna be too spicy. So I'll cut this in half, and then I'm going to grab a spoon, and we're gonna remove the seeds. Put some fresh coriander and cilantro into your asparagus salad. Ooh, interesting. Into an asparagus salad. I feel bad for a lot of people who have, what is it, the soap gene, because you may have an adverse flavor with cilantro. I love cilantro, dude. It's so good. Greetings, Kawaii and Luffy. I don't know. Who's Kawaii and Luffy? Are they in chat? If there's a Kawaii and a Luffy in chat, you know, say what's up. All right, cut this onion. I also don't think we need the whole onion. It's quite a bit. Like, obviously for a roasted tomato salsa, the tomatoes are king, and then everything else is kind of, you build around it. So I'm only gonna use maybe like half an onion. Throw that back there. This is all just vibes, so I hope this is gonna be a VOD or a vid. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I do keep up all the VODs for you to watch here on YouTube and on Twitch. So I am multi-streaming, so for those of you who are joining me on either side, thank you for being here. So I do keep up all the VODs on YouTube. I take it down for, I'm sorry, I don't take the VOD down. I unlist it for the first like couple of hours so it can process and do the YouTube thing, and I can add a little thumbnail. But then it eventually goes back up within a day or so. So not a big deal. It'll always be there for you guys. On Twitch, it's just a replay. So you guys can just watch it as a replay. I don't have to worry about thumbnails and YouTube shenanigans on there. Also, for those of you who are just joining us on the Saturday stream, this is my Saturday kind of chill afternoon, noon stream. So if you're here, thank you. But also over on twitch.tv/RealChefPK, I had to think about that because somebody took Chef PK. You can come and join us for our coffee chats twice a week or so, maybe 3 times a week. I like to just log in and chat with you guys over some coffee about what's happening during the week. And yesterday, how many of you were in the stream yesterday? I would love to know if you were in the stream yesterday. Because yesterday, we watched Fallow's live stream in their kitchen, and Fallow's this insane restaurant outside of, in London. And that was really, really cool to see. Just built a smoker. Let's go. That's so sick. I think I'm going to open this back up, make sure that this is running. So for some reason, I'm just going to adjust something really quick on here. I think this sounds so weird, but I'm probably going to have something playing in the background so this way the screen doesn't go to sleep. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, so yeah, we go to twitch.tv/RealChefPK and join us for coffee chat streams. I'd love to have you guys there. All right, now for the salsa. So here's the big thing with salsa, right? I canned salsa one year. So canned salsa is fantastic. I buy jars, canned stuff all the time. I like making like salsa fresca, which is more of a Baja style salsa. Yeah, feel free to ask whatever questions you guys want if you have a question about a recipe or anything like that. So I'm gonna take this, right? I'm gonna start heating this up, but I'm gonna heat it up. Do I wanna heat this up here? No, I wanna heat this up over there so I can continue doing something. So I just wanna show you guys. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna heat this up. So this way my cast iron is nice and hot. Because normally when I would make this, I'd actually do this on a grill. My Saturday is going pretty good. I feel like I got caught up on some work. Cooking with Chaos, the new box has basically been finalized. The rice bowl pack is being finalized this weekend. Feels pretty good. We released a video on the second channel as well, so that was really cool. Yeah, feels pretty good. I think today after tacos, I might just go have a beer over at Rachel's part-time job and then just chill for the day. But I want to make some tacos with you guys. Oh, ooh, brisket, pastrami. I really wanted to do pastrami okonomiyaki. I think that would be super fun, but I haven't quite figured out when I want to try that. I think that would be sick. So, all right, so for salsa fresca or a Baja style anime, I'm gonna call you Galaxy because it's Annie Manga Galaxy. Your name is Galaxy. So we're going to let that heat up. I'm gonna add just a bit of oil to these. Like, you don't need a ton of oil with salsa. You actually don't want a lot of oil with salsa fresca. So you just need enough to where things don't really stick and you get some good charring. So with salsa fresca, oh my God, my stuff is falling everywhere. With salsa fresca, the biggest difference is that you don't roast these in the oven. You only roast the outside, right? And you leave the flesh kind of just fleshy. So for those of you who are coming in, Tenro, I see you just got in, we are making tacos. Baja, for me, Baja style. So that includes a tortilla, salsa, the marinated or spiced meats, some guac, and some pico. The guac and pico are actually optional, but then you want cilantro and you want onion on top. So we're gonna have, you know, for me, street tacos are realistically taco, meat, salsa, onions, cilantro. That's it. Seasoning blend from canned chopped tomato along with some. Yeah, like make salsa however you want to make salsa, you know? But this is how I like making it. There's a million different styles of making salsa, so to each their own. Like if you're in Mexico, you're gonna run into, you know, every abuelita has a different style of salsa that she likes to make. I'm gonna take my jalapenos and throw those in there, get a little bit of oil on those too. Put just a little bit on the outside of my stuff. There we go, don't need too much. Then just give it a gentle toss so nothing like falls apart. You don't need to season it yet. I'm gonna season this after it's cooked. You know, not a big deal to not season it right now. Then all the other stuff is pretty simple. I'm gonna separate my cilantro right now because if I don't, I'm gonna end up blending all of it and I do need some. I need some for the guac and I need some for the top of the tacos. So we'll just do, yeah, sure, we'll just leave that there. That's fine. The other easy part is that with this style, once you char the outside of it, you just throw it into the blender and that's pretty much it. For the olive oil and Sukumi's limoncello, when I made it, my girlfriend said something was wrong. So the olive oil that you use in that recipe can be overwhelming. So just keep that in mind. Like the olive oil can add a bitterness. If maybe, honestly, maybe if it went bad, that can be a big thing with olive oil. Like olive oil can go rancid, so keep that in mind. I would say do much less olive oil than you think you might need, depending on the olive oil you're using. So unfortunately, not every recipe will be the same. I need orders for every one of these. I would love either a grill outside, which I don't have, or I would love a indoor flat top, but like I don't have good ventilation in here, so the indoor flat top might not work. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Let's grab this big pan. I'm just gonna move this here. So what this chef had taught me was you kind of just char the outside. This way, when you go to blend everything, you have bits and pieces of char along with all of the very fresh stuff, you know? So that way it's not, I know a lot of recipes call for taking all of the vegetables and just throwing them in the oven super, super hot. And that's great. That's a very different style. This one's another style. Gandalf is doing great. If I were to make a pineapple salsa, would you bake the fruit with, no, I actually, if I'm doing pineapple salsa, I don't cook the pineapple at all unless I'm making a grilled pineapple salsa, in which case I will grill it. You don't really want to bake the pineapple. You're going to lose too many juices, but you can grill it. So basically, I have this pretty hot, maybe like a medium high, right? Let's get as much as we can in here. I'll do the tomatoes first and I'll do everything else after. So now we're gonna get a nice char on this, and that's literally it, you know? Gandalf is the name of my cat. Yes, Gandalf the Grey. We also have Lucian, who we named after Lucian from Underworld because he looked like a werewolf when we adopted him. I'm gonna put, where do I want to put my coffee to where it's accessible, but the coffee is gonna go in the sink. That's fine. I'm so worried about like spilling anything on my laptop, so that's a big one. Chicken cordon bleu, it was basically chicken cordon bleu, but that sounds really fun. So there's, oh, that's the wrong one. There's this, right? You can see how the tomatoes are lined up in here. I'm gonna get this now all the way hot. The one worry I have is we're gonna smoke out the house. So what I wanna see is once this gets some color, not quite there yet. So this is basically just gonna sit here at a very high heat. You know what, I'm gonna move this to the other stove. So this way I can turn on the vent and we don't have to smoke ourselves out right here. I do this when I do all of my videos, mostly because I don't like using this all the time. I use it to show you guys and then I move stuff over there. What are we making today? Rocket and everybody else who's joining me, thank you guys for joining me on your Saturday afternoon. We're making tacos. Taco, taco, taco. I should have gotten some tequila. Do I have tequila? I don't know if I have tequila today. I don't have a beer that I'm gonna have with these tacos. Dootin' dootin' doo doo. I don't have tequila. That is very sad, my friends. Very, very sad. Okay, well, we do have a nice like salted beer, so we'll have that. Now with the rest of this, we kind of just wait for that, and that's pretty much it. What's your taco beer of choice? Usually Corona or Pacifico. Pacifico on draft is fantastic, otherwise a decent bottled Corona. Prefer a spicy salsa? Yeah, you can throw habaneros in here. You can do whatever you want. I like the jalapeno version a lot, but you can do, honestly, habanero or jalapeno for salsa fresca works really, really good. Yeah, see, you know, Pacifico is the correct answer, but specifically if it's on tap. I actually don't really like bottled Pacifico. I don't know why. I would prefer a bottled Corona over a bottled Pacifico, but I would prefer a draft Pacifico over a bottled Corona, if that makes sense. So, yo, welcome in everybody for this really chill Saturday afternoon of making some tacos. Tacos are Rachel's and my favorite food, and I don't do them often enough, mostly because I make a lot of Japanese food on the channel. So, we getting a pico de gallo? Yes. We're gonna make some pico de gallo, especially because we're gonna use some of the pico in the guac. A hard lemonade would go pretty good, but I actually think you just need to go margarita. You just need to go margarita. We're doing carne asada, so we're gonna be doing beef tacos, yes. Yeah, you don't get to see Pacifico on tap very often. Growing up in San Diego, I saw it all the time. Let me check these tomatoes so I can show you guys what they look like. Oh yeah, I think those are getting there. Hold on, I'm gonna see. Okay. So, turn this off for a second. Bring over, so this is kind of the hard part because normally I do this on a grill, but I wanna show you guys. So, here's my tomatoes. And now I have to flip these. So on a grill, they're pretty easy to flip. Now I'm gonna start charring the skin. Like there's a little bit of color you see on this one. That's kind of what I was looking for. Unfortunately, the middle one didn't get there. So that's basically how you start making, to me, a Baja style salsa fresca. You just want some char. So these might need a little bit of help. I'm gonna move this one out of the center because it got literally no color. And then I'm gonna continue to char this until the other stuff is nice and charred up as well. Come on. So that's the biggest difference in making like a roasted salsa in the oven versus this style. Who this? This is me. This is Paul. What's up? Welcome in. Could you give a shopping list sometimes that we could cook along? Yeah, absolutely. I was actually going to ask you guys, would you like kind of a classroom cook-along. Let me know. I would love to do that for you guys. So this way we can kind of cook together. We'll pick some easier stuff to start out with. You know, maybe it's like a simple soup or some of my favorite recipes. I like trying to make things as simple as possible for a lot of you guys. So this way you don't have to worry too much about going over the top or losing track of what you're doing. Yeah, if you guys want to cook along, throw a thumbs up on this video or, you know, whatever, just give me some indicator. The difference is a smoky house, yes. So admittedly, if I did have a flat top outside, I'd be doing this out there instead. I like to do this for my full English. Yeah, so a little charred tomato and stuff like that. When I was in Scotland, mind you, I've never been to like the UK, well, I guess technically, but when we were in Scotland, I had a full English breakfast and it came with a side of charred tomato. I love it, it's so good. That should almost be, let's see what these look like. A little bit more time. They're getting nice and soft. I would also do this on like a flat, I have like a flat cast iron grill over here as well that I could use, but I can't do it on camera for you guys. So let me show you what I have so far. So this is my tomato, right? For a nice roasted salsa fresca. You have what this looks like up here. Oh, nice and soft. And then the back has a little bit of char. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna just put this into my blender. Like that's really it. Normally, I used to make 5-gallon Cambro batches. Cambros are these giant clear containers you put sauces and stuff in the food industry. You would just literally be making 5 gallons of it for like a weekend pool service, probably sometimes more depending on the time of year. What was the response on fusion tacos? Yeah, I absolutely love making fusion tacos. I would love to do some of those. Watch your long JJK training video yesterday and it got us pumped to get back on good habits. Nice, I love it. I hope you like cooking with chaos too, because we're putting everything we can into that. All right, now we're going to get this, just drop them in here. Literally so easy. And then as soon as this is in here, I can just move this to the side. I'm gonna put this back behind me. We're gonna get the rest of it. So this is the onion, the jalapeno, and some garlic. Put that in there. And same thing, I'm going to, this onion might be a little bit big, but I'm still gonna just try to char it. Gandalf says meow. He's somewhere. I think he's hanging out with Rachel. This onion feels really big, but I'm gonna try to, let's go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna cut it just a little bit. Here, we're gonna do one of these. That's totally fine. Just so this way it softens up a bit more because it's a very big onion. Okay, now this is gonna go on the stove and start charring again. This way everything kind of has a little bit of color and char to it. Okay, now I guess while that's working, let's get some citrus ready. I got a couple of Cooking with Chaos, gave one to my son and his girlfriend, they both love it. That's awesome. Do you also sell Cooking with Chaos in Europe? We're working on Europe. I just opened Canadian shipping for all my Canadian friends. I do feel bad because it's just unfortunate how expensive shipping is. So my goal with the new boxes is to have them in a location in Canada or in Europe. This way shipping is much cheaper. We're trying to get there, I promise. Do you guys want to see? Okay, how many people are in chat? There's 70, there's a bunch of you in chat, right? There's like 78 or 90 people or whatever this is. Okay, we're making tacos, but I need you guys to keep a secret. Okay? You guys ready? I like showing you guys stuff on stream. Also, for those of you who are asking, there is a link to Discord. It's an open invite. I think it's still available for anyone in the live stream. So this link gets taken down after this, so just keep that in mind if you want to come and say what's up. I am not a Walmart distributor, unfortunately, but I want to show you guys this. Okay, you ready? This is the new box, and this is also going to be the style we're using for the rice bowl expansion pack. So do not show anybody. This is for you. That's what the new box looks like. It's going to have the D20 on the inside. I am so stoked for it. We spent so long redesigning all of this. It's going to be fun. The JJK video was a lot of fun. Really want to see. Wait, what did I miss? Shinagawa Meshi? Yeah, that one's super easy. You can make that. So that's going to be the new box. The rice bowl pack is going to be styled the same. I am so stoked. But the thing is that we can send those to like Europe, or we can send those to Canada. It's going to be so much better for everyone involved. So we learned a lot this first year. Okay, oh God, let's check this out. So now, here's this stuff. See, it's not getting too much color. That's okay. Soften these up. The jalapeno got some color. It's probably because it's not on the outside enough. So we'll take these onions out, kind of separate them a bit more. And I'm going to throw this back onto the stove for a little bit longer. I want these to get a nice char to them. Do I stream on both YouTube and Twitch? Yeah. I am on Twitch now as well. Twitch asked me to do more live streams there. They apparently want more like cooking creators and people who do other things than kind of just playing games or just chatting. So come up here and say hi. The link is down below somewhere, but it's twitch.tv/RealChefPK, and we do coffee shop talks twice a week, plus these cooking streams over there and cooking streams on YouTube, but no coffee shop talks here on YouTube, just because YouTube is weird about like mixing up content. Chat, where's the Discord link? That's probably my bad. Let me see if this works. I'm gonna pull. I don't know if KT is in chat. He might be at an event, but let me see if I can pull one up for you guys. I'll just serenade you with my beautiful voice. But if not, we can see if here. Let's just see. I only share this during live streams, so maybe. Let me know if that works. If not, come back and we'll do a real link later. Okay, that's going. That should almost be done. Fire roasted salsa is so good. The onions are not getting too much color yet, so I'm letting them soften up. But the jalapenos are getting kind of nice. And the garlic I need to pull out because they're getting too dark. So there's the garlic now, right? Got a little bit of color on the garlic. Got this guy over here, got a little char on him as well. So this is just gonna go, that's it. Let's grab this and just squeeze some lime juice in there. Trying to like do a couple things at once while slowly burning those onions. Does the Discord get stuck on guest book? That might be a bad link because Discord is locked right now behind Patreon, but we're trying to open it up for anyone in the live streams, so that way you guys can join us there. So if that doesn't work, I promise we'll get a working one, and I'll put it into the link of the YouTube video as well. All right, do some citrus. I'm gonna do like, let's go. I like a pretty tart salsa. I don't know how you guys feel about salsa. What do you guys think? Do you like it more tart? I know somebody mentioned like a grilled pineapple salsa, which does have some tartness, you know. It is smoky in the house already. This is gonna be awful. I probably should open some kind of window. This is a big one, so I'm gonna do just like half of that. I am totally gonna set off the fire alarm today. Exactly. Felis, is it Felis? Maybe Feliz. Maybe I'm pronouncing all of it wrong. But yes. Salsa without citrus is literally music without sound. Chunky and smoky salsa is good too, but you still have to have citrus. You know, you can't just have, to me, like a chunky smoky salsa. You have to have some citrus. Smoky pineapple could be delicious. So we used to grill our pineapple, like just a little grill, cool it down, and then throw it into then dice it up and make it into a salsa. Sweet spicy is good too. So I don't think these tomatoes are very sweet. They weren't very ripe. This is what my jalapenos now look like, right? Nice and charred. That's kind of what I'm looking for. So this guy, right? Oh, I forgot a piece of garlic, nice and burnt. Throw that in there. Sure. The onions though, the onions feel like they need a little more time. They're not too soft yet. So I'm just gonna these, here, this can go in, and I think that's good. Then cilantro. Now for cilantro, I'm gonna pick out some of the bad stuff. When you when you set your alarm off, do your cats go crazy? No, they look at me like I'm crazy, like you're doing this again, dude. From Oklahoma, what's up? Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? And ladies and gentlemen, where are you from? Just depends on the amount. Usually prefer less citrus. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you have to have some. Doesn't have to be all the citrus, but you have to have some. Do a half a bunch of cilantro, you know? I think that's good. Then we need a few spices, nothing crazy. So a little bit of cumin. Do not too much, maybe teaspoon worth. Throw some salt. Wow, you guys are from all over the place. Virginia, Myanmar, Oregon, BR, I'm guessing Brazil, Scotland, Germany, Austria. Wow, you guys are literally from everywhere. That's so sick. I forgot, I should have been paying attention to how much salt that is, but it is what it is now. A little bit of oregano. Minnesota, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Salt Lake. Dude, that's so cool. Actual international audience going on. And all time zones. What is this? What powder am I putting? Onion powder, just a little bit, because we're putting onions too. Hold on, I'm gonna grab this. Okay, now. Woo! LA, Wisconsin, Virginia. You guys are from all over the place. Throw those onions in there. Now, I do need this, so I'm gonna kind of cool it down real quick. Woo! I'm gonna need that to cook the steak. Cooking connects the world. I think the best way to experience the world and culture is truly through cooking. So that's a big that's a big one for me. Excuse me, those are spicy, dude. All right, I can't blend this in front of you guys because all of the plugs are taken by equipment. So I'm gonna blend it back here. Hopefully, and let me know if the fan is too loud, I can turn it off, but it's kind of smoky in here, so I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit. We are cooking. Oh, also pro tip, always put the lid on before you put this onto your blender. Always. We are making tacos, Brian. We're making some nice Baja style tacos. All right. Get it nice and blended. I'm probably gonna go like medium chunky. Let's see. I want it to sound like it's not fighting for its life anymore, okay? That's it. Let's see what this looks like. I thought it was bad to put cold water on an iron skillet. You know, here's my take. If the skillet can survive the zombie apocalypse, it's gonna be okay. Woo, that's nice looking. Let's give this a taste. And don't let it too hot when you're blending. Oh, I just throw it straight in. Woo! The citrus is good, dude. The citrus is so nice. So you see that nice and chunky? That's how I like my salsa. I can go a little bit smoother. I'm gonna probably, like, I should go a little bit farther. But that's so good. Look at that. I'm just gonna eat this like this. Not too spicy, which is good. Oh my God, it reminds me of home. I'm gonna go a little bit longer because I can still taste some pieces of the onion, but the flavor is spot on. Hold on, don't go anywhere, hold on. This is how you actually taste salsa with tortilla chips. If you make it too salty, it is a little difficult to save. You have to maybe add a couple more onions or tomatoes or something like that. Some people swear by just throwing like a potato in there. You could counteract it with more citrus, but you're just hiding the saltiness, right? Like you're not actually taking it away. Okay, baby, let's go. I'm so excited. What's funny is I don't make salsa often, but this version is so simple. But we do want to cool it down. We don't want to have hot salsa on your tacos because that is weird. So what do I want to put this in, my friends? Let's put it into, maybe, this sounds weird, but put it like into a Tupperware that's a little bit wider so it has a better surface area to cool down. Yeah, chunky is good. I don't want my salsa to be super smooth, but like that looks pretty nice. This will keep developing flavor while it sits here too. I would love to have a food truck for cooking with chaos. So that's going to be a goal, but we'll see how that turns out. And what is that from Brian? What? Hold on, I have to read that question again. Why would you do that? Don't. First of all, Brian, thank you so much for that super chat. Like that is so nice of you. I will be putting that towards the food truck, but a food truck is something I still want to do, and I want to give away free food. I want to give away free food at the food truck. It'll probably be a Cooking with Chaos branded food truck. So like we can just give that to you. I want to do that. Dude, that was so nice of you. Thank you so very much. Let's give, I'm just like lost in the sauce. Let's give this a taste. So this is hot salsa, right? You do want to cool it down, but like get some of this on there. Oh, cheers. So good. We just have this for the stream and call it a day. Huh? A little more salt. Yeah. A little more salt. It doesn't look like a little more salt, but it's going to be okay. I use kosher salt, so it ends up being less salty for the volume. A lot of people freak out when you put salt in stuff, or when chefs put salt in stuff, but most people think of table salt, which definitely is not the same. Okay, you know, no diet today, I guess, because this is so good. Yeah, baby. A little more in there. We cook on vibes, you know, as you should. Okay, this is still really hot though, so I think I should go put this in the other fridge. Yeah, Galaxy, I want to do one at a Comic-Con. Right now though, we're going to be working on a live panel doing some food stuff at a Rose City Comic-Con in September. Hold on. Brian, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Seriously. It really does mean a lot. And food is something that will always be part of my life. So I do have the second channel now, which is reigniting a lot of my passion for food again. I've been here on Chef PK for 7 years. That's crazy to think about. And the new channel and of all these projects have really like gotten me so excited about cooking. Okay, hold on. Where do I put this? Okay, don't go anywhere. I think I need to put this in the other, we have a fridge outside, because I don't want to put hot salsa in this fridge, because if I do, then it gets weird in there. The other one has almost nothing in it, so just hold on. I'll keep talking to you guys, because I think the phone will reach. So now, what I'm thinking is we make some, we should marinate the meat. Yeah, hold on. I think that will be that'll be good timing. So, oh God, sorry, that was super loud. What's in this fridge? There's a random stuff in this fridge. Oh, there's a master sword in here still. I probably should paint that at some time. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that'll be nice and cool. Oh my God, the house is so smoky. I may need to call for help. I may need to call for help to like open up the house. Chips and salsa. Oh, it's so good. The problem is I can't eat. a lot of chips and salsa because it's like once you pop, you can't stop, but not Pringles, just good old chips and salsa. Like you go to those Mexican restaurants, they're like, here's chips and salsa. And then you say, do you want me to not order food? Because I'm gonna eat all of your chips and salsa. All right, let's do some, what do we do now? What did I say? Marinate the meats? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I think we marinate the meat. I ordered this in Spanish. Do I still do anime cooking? I do. I actually just did a 1-hour video about 10 different dishes from Jujutsu Kaisen, visiting 10 different prefectures in Japan. And I think YouTube just like shadow banned that video, so it is what it is. You know, maybe it's just, it's a series that I really like making, so we'll see how long I can do it for. But I've been trying to do 2 videos a week on the other channel. I'm trying to maintain that, so we'll see how that goes. But yes, I still do anime cooking. Look at this. This is nice. This is what they call taco meat at my local, what's it called? Carniceria, right? Like a Mexican meat market. $9 a pound. Not terrible, not great, but it's all chopped up and ready to go, which is really cool. So this one is a lot. I bought a lot because I'm gonna cook like maybe a pound today for Rachel and I, and then I'm gonna make the rest of it like either later today or I'm going to make it, you know, I'll freeze it, keep it for tomorrow. I'm kind of weird, like Rachel said I should probably cook all of it. Well, there's 2 problems with that. It takes way too long in that little cast iron that I'm gonna do in front of you guys. But also, I would rather freeze this raw, like just have it raw frozen, and then make like fresh tacos, right? Versus cooking all of this right now. I don't know, you can cook it and meal prep it however you want, but like, we're gonna just do a little bit. Now, we need a vessel. I just need a bowl. What am I doing? Let's get a little bowl to marinate. Not even really marinating, honestly. Just kind of spicing this up with just a few things. Who's leaving? Yo, have a good night. Thank you for joining me. I know it's weird times for a lot of people, so it's really cool that you guys even stopped in. All right, let's do some stuff. So this is gonna be a version that is good taco meat. It's gonna be juicy, fatty, exactly. So let me show you what this looks like. This is the good stuff. So it's all kind of chopped up. See that? Ready to go? Okay, not marinated at all. They do have a marinated version, which is also very good, but I wanted to do my own. So this is, you see how small it is, right? This is meant to be cooked on a very high heat on like a giant skillet, so no steaming happens. So that's kind of one caveat to this kind of stuff. All right, do a little bit more. I'm not gonna do too much, probably enough for like 4 to 5 street tacos each. And then the rest of it, I will freeze, which is kind of dumb. I probably shouldn't have bought as much, but I saw it and I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll make tacos tomorrow too. Or we'll make taco yaki. Just saying, pretty good. Taco yaki is also pretty solid. You put a little bit of the cooked carne asada into the little ball of taco, right? And then you put the stuff on top, and then it's Japanese fusion. If you guys, do you guys want to see that? I can maybe make that happen today. Let me know if you want to see that. Why did I should have, That's fine. I'm just gonna use my raw meat hand on here because I'm gonna use this later and then I'll empty it out. This bag is clean though. The other bag inside, not so much. Hi, Gandalf. Good morning. Did you hear meat? Did you hear meat and you were summoned? Yeah. What's up, bud? You have a sleepy face. Gandalf literally just woke up from his nap. What is the minimum time for a marinade to be effective? It really does depend. So very thin meat like this, you can go like 30 minutes, right? thicker meats obviously need more time. I say like a chicken breast, for instance, 2 hours, you know, or overnight is really good. Meat like this, you can go 30 minutes, you know, not too crazy. Little cooked onions and corn. Ooh, I wonder if I have some corn. I might. Okay, let's do this first. Let's season this up. Yeah, Gandalf here's the taco meat and he's like, oh, for me? Buddy, if you didn't have tummy problems, I would give you some. Do some salt in here. Do a little hit of lime? Sure. Remember guys, this is your taco. So do whatever you want with it. A little bit of lime in there. I'm also gonna hit this with what is definitely not traditional, but it is on one of my recipe cards for Cooking with Chaos, a little bit of soy sauce. I love the flavor that it gives once it kind of chars when you cook it. Chef Gandalf in the house. You wanna see? Let's see if we can see his face. Gandalf, say hi. Look, look. I have no, what are you looking at, buddy? Why are you so sleepy? The poop. The poop. Yeah, there was one day where I said, Gandalf, you're gonna lose trash can privileges. No, this is not for you. And a lot of people in the comments are like, what does that mean, trash can privileges? And it's just him jumping up onto the trash can that's next to me. So I have to like open it sometimes if he gets too aggressive so he doesn't jump up anymore. That's what trash can privileges are. A little bit of cumin in here. Okay, then we're gonna do, what is this, onion powder? Sure, why not? Throw some of that in there. Then garlic powder. And what else did I put salt? Oh, we need black pepper. Okay. Someone's still in a different time zone. Yeah, Gandalf's in a different time zone. Yeah, he always tries to be like, oh, I'm so cute. Why don't you just let me all over the place? It's because he's actually a monster. Well, let me rinse this real quick. I'm gonna put a little bit of orange juice in there too. I think this orange juice, or this orange is maybe a little rotted, which feels really bad. So I did not pay attention to that when I bought it. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's fine. The backside is not usable, so we'll just squeeze a little orange juice in there. Gotta have orange juice, in my opinion. That's pretty good. We already put lime in there. We already put orange juice. Yeah, that's good. So has Gandalf ever eaten something he hasn't before? So a couple years ago, when I first started this channel, I made this beautiful loaf of shokupan for this video I was working on. And I like wrapped it up. It was curing, it was really nice. And I wake up the next morning and there was a giant hole that was torn through the plastic and he ate a chunk out of my bread. I was so not happy with him. This is what the meat looks like, right? I mean, we can't really tell that it's different now, but yeah, there's none of this, sir. No reaching. I'm at work, that's chill, you know? Pink salt versus kosher salt. Kosher salt for cooking, it's cheaper. Yeah, a little bit of orange juice. A little bit of orange juice I really like. You don't want to put too much, otherwise it's too sweet. All right. Now, that's gonna sit for, I don't know, till we get to it. It's like not a big deal, right? Does Gandalf like bread? He does, but it's not good for his tum-tum, huh? It's not good for your stomach. Yeah, it's not good for your stomach, buddy. He's had some stomach problems, you know, so he's not allowed to eat anything other than what I'm supposed to give him. And maybe sometimes some cheese. Yeah, you get some cheese sometimes, huh? All right. Pico. We need to make a little bit of pico so we can also use the pico for the guac. Easy. I'm gonna wash my hands. Because we touched Gandalf. Okay, this is easy. Pico, not too crazy. Oh, somebody in the community sent him a chef hat. Where is it? I just cleared, oh, I think I took it upstairs. When I did all of this back here, I think I took his chef hat upstairs. Yeah, somebody did send him a chef hat. He wasn't too happy about it. So yep, that's a thing. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Making pico. Making pico, making pico. Where's my stuff for pico? Oh, here. We're doing only a little, remember. 2 tomatoes. Little bit of jalapeno. We already have a little bit of lime cut up still, and some cilantro. And that's pretty much it, you know? Like, I don't like my pico to be crazy. He's getting up like hats or shirts. He will wear a hoodie that we got him. I love putting pico in my guac because that's just how I've enjoyed eating it. Does Gandalf ever try licking the utensils? Yes, all the time. He's a food monster. Food refrigerator came back and the kids ate it. Yeah, that's what Gandalf would do if he had access to the fridge. I'm gonna put on a glove. Why did I have to do the move for the jalapeno? The reason is, so here's a true story. Okay, you guys ready for story time? You guys ready for story time? Here's a good one. Okay, it's so bad, dude. Okay, story time. I had gone to culinary school right out of high school. So 11th grade, I was in, this is kind of a long-winded version of this story. I was in 11th grade, I was like AP classes, IB, this, that, the other thing. And then I toured culinary school and I was like, I'm gonna do that instead because that looks way better than what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into graphic design and I was just like, oh, not for me, right? And so instead, I decided to go to culinary school. Okay, cool. Graduated culinary school in 2007, so 2 years, 2005 to 2007. And once I graduated culinary school, I'm gonna de-seed these. My first job was at a restaurant called Cafe Japango. And it was one of the most high-end sushi bars in San Diego at the time. We would do like 300 covers a night. Like it was insane, right? It was the place to go. I learned a lot in culinary school. One thing that never really came up in culinary school was don't cut massive amounts of jalapenos without gloves. So what did I do? There was this dish, yo, Falafel, what's up, man, welcome in. There was this dish, it was a tuna poke. It was fantastic. It was diced tuna with roasted pineapple, grapes, no, I'm sorry, not pineapple, it had mango, all of this other stuff. So good. And it had jalapeno in it. We were busy, I'm chopping up jalapenos. I was like, chef, I gotta go to the restroom. I go to the restroom, even washing my hands 2 or 3 times. The rest of that night, on a very busy Saturday, I was in so much pain from the jalapenos. I will never forget that lesson, dude. They don't teach you that in school, okay? And you know what happened? All the other chefs were just laughing at me. They offered me cornstarch. They said, do you want to rub some tempura batter on it? One of them offered to just, put some ice cream right on top and walk around. It was awful for out because you're sweating too. Like it's spicy and you're in a kitchen and you're like trying to do the horse stance to get yourself some air and it just, nah, man. Yep. Okay, let's make this pico. That was my story. Oh, dude, working in kitchens is fun, man. It can be fun. Can be fun. Pico versus salsa. So pico is usually like just fresh, right? Just fresh stuff. Usually will not include anything cooked. And also, I'm gonna make this pico pretty lean. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take out the seeds so it doesn't bleed everywhere. So what I'm doing is you can kind of see now, right? I have these 2 pieces versus this. Yukihiro's Pacific Sour, thank you for the bits. I might revisit some of the Food Wars dishes. Maybe we'll react to my old reactions. And yes, that was painful. Hey man, things happen in the kitchen. It was one of those moments where just like lessons learned, right? All right, I'm gonna remove the seeds. You can keep these if you would like. I probably should have just thrown this in the salsa, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I'm just gonna move these to my compost pile. We have a little compost outside. And then we have these, I need a little bit of onion. Where did I have that? No, I don't want yellow onion. I'm gonna have to cut into the white onion. So, is how to swear in Spanish? Yeah, you have that right. So now for pico, what I'm gonna do is just slice these into, I don't know, strips, right? Little dude like that, okay? And then turn them so you have like all of them in a row so you can see there's like boop, 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 boop. And then just little dice. We used to have to make so much of this, so very much of this pico because it was San Diego. Bam. Recreate my best video and improve them. I have actually thought about that. Of like, should I go back and try to fix my mistakes from things that I have learned? I think that would be kind of neat. But we'll see. We'll see where where the channel takes us in the next 6-7 months towards the end of the year. Because I'm having a lot of fun on the second channel, experimenting. I have so many ideas for it. So we'll see where everything lands. I feel like it's time for Chef PK to evolve into Paul Kyriakos and kind of take on his own journey. So that's kind of where my mind is at right now. But for now, I want to share stuff like this with you guys. I'm just going to dice all this up. Shouldn't take me too much longer. But yes, pico is traditionally like pretty fresh, not anything cooked. Just going to use all of this tomato. We actually don't need too much. Wanted to start to learn to cook. Picked up your books. Can't wait to get started. Hell yeah. Replicate the old kitchen vibes. Basically, like the second channel is just chill. Lots of swear words in Spanish. Yes. Admittedly, it allowed me to order my carne asada in Spanish today. And the butcher that helped me, what's the second channel called? The second channel is called Paul Kyriakos. Your most popular video is the edible Sakuna finger. Yeah, I don't think I would ever remake that video. You know, that was just kind of a one-time thing. I did make it again where I gave a bunch of them to fans, and that video was not as successful, you know, so it's just kind of one of those. This is a lot of jalapeno. I'm gonna dice all of it up. I don't think I'm gonna put all of this in there. This is a significant amount of jalapeno. I think I'm gonna do half. And I'll put the other half just in a little vessel. Like, I like spicy. Rachel really likes spicy too. But you don't want to just have only be spicy, you know? Okay, there we go. That's done. We'll just put in one of these. Put this in here, and that's it. So now we just need a little cilantro. You know, we'll just get a small amount of it. I did buy another bunch of cilantro, but I don't think we're gonna need it. And these stems are so thick. So I know, you know, stems have good flavor, but look at, this is like tree branches, dude. Where are we at? That is a thick stem, and I don't want that. Sopes, oh my God, have you ever had? So sopes, to me, right, you have like the cornmeal base. How many of you guys actually know what sopes are in the chat? I'm curious as to how many people, before I start rambling about my love for them, how many of you know what they are? Is sope Argentinian? I feel like I've seen it in a lot. I don't know where it originates. If someone can educate me, please. You're having pozole? Let's go. Will we ever have kids? We will have cats. Hey, thank you for the gifted subs. That was super kind of you. I didn't even see that alert. I gotta fix alerts on here. That's super sweet. Thank you so much. For those of you who followed and subbed today, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. But yeah, how many of you guys know what sopes are? Today, Junk, we are making tacos, San Diego style, because nothing against my Mexican, what's the word? My Mexican primos and primas. What is the word for cousins, right? I like San Diego style the most. Sopes, that cheese-filled fried bread. So sopes are corn-based, like, kind of a bread, but it's basically masa, right? Formed into a disc with a little ridge, and then they're deep fried. And then you take them out and you layer them with meats and cheeses or beans or whatever. I love them, and I've used sopes to make Japanese dishes. Like, if you've never, so in Japan they use a lot of corn on food, and you can use it. That's no sopes. So right, so like I've had Mexican style sopes before, but I don't know where they originated. But I don't think it matters too much in this context of like, I loved using sopes as a base for other dishes. Like I've actually made ahi poke sopes, and phenomenal. Like the little bit of corn flavor sounds so, it's so good. You know, you just have that touch of like the maize in there, and then you have the poke, and oh man. It's kind of like tapas, but tapas are smaller. Sopes are usually, like maybe somebody can confirm, sopes are like usually like this big, right? It's a pretty, usually you have 2 of them and it's your whole dinner. I'm telling you, man, ahi poke sope, San Diego has some sick food. Like, there's a huge Japanese community, there's a massive Mexican community, so you have all these really fun flavors. Okay, my pico just needs some onion. I'm just gonna cut into this. Hell yeah. Like, you could sit down with anyone around the world and just have some good food, not even speak any of each other's language, and you'll understand. Food is the great equalizer and connector. What did I just do to this poor onion, dude? Because I don't really need a lot of it. So we're just gonna butcher this poor onion. Sometimes I go overboard with the onion. I'm trying not to right now. Rachel has this thing where she sometimes says that I oversalt things, and then I disagree with her, and then I taste it, and I'm like, you know what? I did. I oversalted that, and I'm just gonna eat it anyways. Tapas with an attitude is pretty good. Yeah, you can make different sizes of sopes, but normally, like if you're gonna go get them from a food truck or something, you'll get 2 or 3 and that's your dinner. And they're usually loaded with a bunch of meats. Ceviche sope. Salud. Hell yeah. Ceviche sope is so good. I miss, so growing up in San Diego, I'll answer that question in a minute, Rocket. Have I ever watched other cooking countries? Growing up in San Diego, I do miss being able to basically close my eyes, walk 5 minutes, and hit an awesome taco shop. That was my life growing up. And now, Rocket's question. Let me make sure I read that correctly. So, have I ever watched other cooking content creators, chef, or met them? So, I've watched quite a few of them. I actually watch a lot of food travel. It's my jam, I love it. And I've worked directly with Josh Weissman on a video game food video we did early this year. Yo, Tink, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's just cut this. I also don't think I'm gonna need all of this onion. This is a lot of onion. Yeah, other than that, I did a live cooking session with some of the chefs from Mythical Kitchen at VidCon. That was really fun. It wasn't with Josh, it was with like Nicole and a few of the other girls. So that was a good time. Who else? I've met up with my buddy Ethan Chablowski quite a few times while we were in Texas. And yeah, I haven't actually collaborated. I think it's because, admittedly, the anime video game scene that I occupy is very different than what they do. Oh yeah, with Geary, yeah, we did 1 or 2 things during like pandemic times. Then we met up in Tokyo for a date day. That was super fun. It was me and Rachel and her. And we just went out for food. She took us to this Chinese restaurant. That was super good. Yeah, so I love working with people. I think when you collaborate in kitchens, man, like magic actually happens. That's just my take. All right, put some of these onions in here. Did I put lime juice? I did put lime juice. From Uncle Roger, I haven't. I don't think Uncle Roger would like anything that I do. Here's my thing with food. Like, I very much respect tradition. And I like breaking the rules around it. And a lot of the time, you're not allowed to break rules on the internet. It's really weird. Like, you can break rules, but some people get really mad depending on how you break the rules. So like these to me are just kind of tacos, but then if I make takoyaki, people might be like, why did you do that? It's like, because I'm the one eating it. Josh has an attitude. Honestly, when I was working with them, there was no attitude. They were all pretty gracious hosts, which was really cool. So I don't know if it's maybe just for the camera, you know, kind of like Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger is also this, I'm sorry, not Uncle Roger, Gordon Ramsay, right? In person, probably one of the sweetest, most down-to-earth dudes. But like on camera, he's just yelling and that's his whole shtick. Alton Brown, I would love to work with Alton Brown, that'd be sick. I'm just getting caught. Anyway, Alvin and Paul Curaga. Babish followed me on Instagram and then that was it. And I wonder if it was just like, hey, we need ideas. So we're gonna take all of your ideas. Not to say that I haven't also taken ideas from everybody else. So it is what it is. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah, baby. Holy crap, that's good. Maybe just a little, no, just yeah, Gordon is a mean old grump wrapped at a daifuku. It literally, Jax Blade would be cool. I think we've maybe exchanged a few like DMs with Jax or something. Like again, we've been doing this for 7 years and it's just been, I occupy weird circles, like the anime video game circle, but also kind of the food circle. All right, let's try this now. Hell yeah, that's good. Look at this. Yeah? Flavor, baby. Flavor Town, baby. Done. Pico. Easy sell. This, put it on your omelet in the morning. Put it on a sandwich. Eat it with chips. Whatever you want to do. That's it. Pico's done. Cool. Let me give this a wipe down. Campfire cooking would be fun. I actually think that anime is very cozy. And honestly, I haven't seen any of season 2 yet. Because I've been watching Devil May Cry and it's really good. Max Miller, I literally was talking to Max 2 days ago. We were talking about YouTube stuff to each other. He's very sweet. He signed my book. Well, his book he signed. And maybe we'll do a tasting history cooking with chaos collab. And we'll do some Max Miller cards. I really want to do that with him. One person I believe that had gotten a 2nd degree burn on their hand. Wasted no time. I've gotten 2nd degree burns on my arm. That's fun. Also, don't understand the hype behind the scrambled eggs. It takes way too long. I'm gonna pronounce this so bad, but it's aoi. You're welcome. I hope I say that right. Really can't spice the food. The capsaicin overrides my taste buds. That's fair. You could definitely tone it back, right? I think that's okay. Like if you can have something too spicy, I always tell people like, make it how you want, you know? Nadine is really cool. I keep up with her stuff on Instagram. I like the way that like her and I think is it Betty something? They both kind of do the same like anime food shtick, but like Nadine does the anime up top and then replicates it on the bottom. That's really cool. Not exactly my jam because I like to mess with things too often. Like I won't usually make stuff like that, but I like watching it. Inspiration comes from anyone and anywhere. Wasn't there an episode of Food Wars talking about when Yukihira? Yeah, exactly. Like exactly what you said. Like inspiration comes from anywhere. I love Max Miller, being someone a history nerd. Yeah, so okay, so Phyllis, I would love to know. I actually had this conversation with Rachel. When you watch Max Miller, is it more for the history lesson or is it for the food? Because in my eyes, you watch him because you like the history and the food is just part of the story. right? Monster Meat is a funny manga? Did you see the new cooking anime that's coming out? I have not, but also, I did get these. I'm waiting for the other 3. There's 5 of these. The cooking manga for Witch Hat Atelier. Yeah, so we're gonna visit the world of Witch Hat Atelier because this is a great show. Love it. That's gonna be fun. Oh, what do we need to make? We need to make guac, and then we need to cook up some taco meat. I watch all your videos. Thank you. Definitely the history. I knew it. Now the question is do I just make all of the guac? Anime when blank walks in versus anime when I'm not sure with that. The history lesson, I knew it. So I wonder what people watch my videos for. Like I'm actually always curious. I'm like, why do you guys watch my videos? And yes, Witch Hat has a cooking manga. Technique and anime, cool, love it. Andy, welcome in. We're chilling. All right, should we juggle these? I like Max for a bit of both since the recipe interpretation and unfamiliar techniques. Yeah, Max is great. Dylan, Dylan is cool. I've seen some of his stuff. I don't really like consuming a lot of short form content, so I don't watch it often, admittedly, but his stuff is pretty cool. My worst cooking accident. Here's a good one. I have 2 of them. One of them, very late in the day, I was working at an Irish pub. I just filleted probably 1,000 pounds of cod for what was it, St. Paddy's Day. We're getting ready for that. And I then started prepping some green onions that we needed for the line before I headed home, and I was trying to get out of there. And I was doing this, right? And I'll show you. The green onions are here, and I'm wiping off my knife with the green onions. When you wipe your knife, you do this, right? You push away from the blade. I did it this way, and my finger went, and it was on the cutting board. And I was like, and my knives are very sharp. So I like looked down and I was looking at the green onions like, what is that on my cutting board? Oh, it's a piece of my finger. That was one accident. That was super fun. The other accident was I was making a batch of clam chowder and I was heating up a bunch of heavy cream. And it was probably in a pot, like, I don't know, this big, right? Probably like 15, 20 gallons of cream, I'm not quite sure. And I needed to move it. So it was on the stovetop. I needed to shift it over so I could start cooking some of the bacon I needed for the thing. And when I shifted it over, the heavy cream, which was basically boiling, started sloshing and it went over my wrist and I won't tell you as much happened because it's very bad, but I lost a lot of skin. So that was also fun. Yeah. And thank you guys for saying those kind words about like why you're here. So that means a lot to me. Yes, those are my 2 worst accidents in the kitchen, I think. Ooh, Apothecary Diaries Cookbook. That's also a very cute anime. But sometimes, I don't know what it is, I really love power fantasy anime, like Devil May Cry and stuff like that. I'm also a Devil May Cry fanboy. I have Dante's sword upstairs. It is what it is. Ooh, those are pretty nice. Hot sugar is also bad, yes. Steam burns are terrible. This one's not so nice, but it's okay. Yeah, I appreciate that because my thing is like, I want to be as I am if you meet me in real life, right? Like, I don't want to not be that person if we were to meet in person. The Loco Moco, so good. This is the pose of I want to lose weight and I want to eat healthy, but I also want tacos. So we're gonna do all the guac. We're gonna do all the guac, guys. I'm gonna show you the technique for le guac. So this one is the most. I think these pieces will be okay. We're gonna separate these, right? Acknowledge there's gonna be dishes afterwards. Yeah, always. Like, I don't even want to look at the dishes right now. Sorry, I'm late. No, welcome in. I have to catch that question. I'm doing well. We're making some tacos. And DMC is sick. Yeah, chopped off tip of the thumb. Yeah, it's super fun. I know how I found you, but I was cooking in a bunch of time and also watching anime. Yeah. My goal has been to convert all the nerds into chefs, or at least good cooks. So let's get a small bowl. Now there's a thing that I like doing with these. One of my really good friends, Allison, she always asks me to make this guac. 7 volumes of Food Wars manga, you're welcome. It's very hard to find it. I actually own season 1 of the DVD, and it's very hard to get it. First video is of Persona 5 or Persona 4 Mega Beef Bowl. It's ridiculous. Hey, welcome in, Robert. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. Alvin cooking with Babish. Nice. That's really cool. I like that there's somewhat of an ecosystem. And also, these avocados are not the softest. What days do I go live? Right now, we're trying to go live every Saturday here on YouTube around noon. And then over on Twitch, I'll go live usually Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning. And we just have like a coffee talk. Usually I'll go to a cool coffee shop or I'll have coffee at the house and we'll just hang out. Usually, like on Friday, we ended up reacting to Follow's live stream in their restaurant in London. That was a lot of fun. So make sure you follow me. If you guys are just hopping in, we're making some tacos, San Diego Baja style. These are a style that I used to do professionally that I really love and that I grew up with. But if you want to come hang out, head over to twitch.tv/RealChefPK. RealChefPK. Go ahead and give me a follow over there too. Peanut butter squid. Peanut butter squid is going to be at Rose City Comic Con. It's going to be one of these secret ingredients that my panelists will have to eat. These avocados should chill some more time. I agree. They're not. They felt soft. I should have probably bought some avocados like 3 or 4 days ago, but last night literally I was like, I'm making tacos. So here's what I like to do. This is a little extra work, but so you guys can see I have my avocado here, right? We're gonna go over here. I like to kind of treat this like an onion. So you give it a few slices and then, so you can see, I'm gonna actually show you, you can't see nothing. So you can see how they're kind of fanned out, right? Like this. Then line it back up, then slice it into somewhat chunky boys. Okay, now you have these little chunkers. Yeah, can I give, wait, I won't do shout outs. And you know why? Because it's just a thing. I would prefer that people found you on their own, because I actually, shout outs to me, you know, they've never done anything on YouTube, and I think they can actually be a detriment to channels. I will be 100% honest. I'm gonna dice these into this. That's why a lot of people, even on my main channel, don't know I have a second channel where I post twice a week. I would rather have people just find the channel because of how YouTube is. Yeah, the algorithm takes no prisoners. Let's see, let's give this a nice slice. So all of this is gonna be diced first. I know, you're like, why are you doing this? You're supposed to be making guac. I will show you why. I will show you the secrets of the guac. Oh, I'm gonna need more lime. Oh, I got 3 more, we're good. And maybe I won't put the pico in here because I have these other onions and jalapenos ready to go. Yeah, see? Miharu knows. I mentioned the name of my second channel earlier, but I will not tell you. And I will not provide a link because I think they are 2 different business propositions, my friends. All right, here we go. Oh God, it's getting slippery. Okay, this is probably a waste to dice all of it, but I was just on a good one. I didn't really need to, but also these avocados aren't the softest, so. What's the orange for? Wait, what orange? We have orange? Oh, the orange over here. We used some of it for the marinade, for the meat back there. Just a little bit of sweetness goes a long way. Okay, that's a lot of avos. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be so good. My favorite Vietnamese dish, banh mi. No questions asked. Okay, we're gonna season this right here. Remember, you season your cutting board, not your steak. Yo, take care, Bear. Glad to have you in here. Get a little, you know? Hey man, if you're cooking for yourself, I won't judge you. Just... Bro, guac is avos. These were about $3 each, so not terribly cheap on the average. I remember paying $1 for avocado. Actually, my best friend, he has about 30 avocado trees in his backyard in San Diego. They would just give me bags of avocados. Could you imagine? Oh. All right, where were we? Where's my bowl? Okay. Now I'm gonna take half of this. Maybe 2/3 of this. Okay. We leave the other part out. Maybe we'll put a little bit more. Okay. This is a dirty cutting board now. I'm gonna probably put some paper towel down. So this way I don't get everything dirty. I have a switcher here. I'm gonna show you guys. This is how you knew I grew up in a kitchen. This was my solution. So this is my camera switcher. Can you guys see this? My solution to protect it was to put plastic wrap over it. I don't need to over-engineer anything. That's it. Soft shell or hard shell? Soft shell 99% of the time. Hard shell if I'm going to Taco Bell. That's it. I've been following you since the start of your Chef Reacts, Food Wars, and everything you've done. I appreciate that. That's super sweet of you. You and Taz did a video. I would love to work with Taz. I would love to like go work out with him and then like cook together. Like he can put me through the ringer of like a workout and then maybe we could cook together after that. All right, this guy, you know, then I have to wash my hands. We need lime juice first. We're very lucky today in Oregon. It's 65 degrees. It's pretty nice out. I'm probably gonna have to open up the windows when I start cooking all the meats. Okay, so first we need lime because this is a bit of a firm avocado, so the lime will help break everything down. Quesadillas at Taco Bell, that's fair. Brian, what are you doing? Stop it. And also thank you. Jeez, hey, when Cooking with Chaos is available internationally, please send me a message on cookingwithchaos.gg. We have a contact form. I'm just gonna send you a box of the new box design. I really appreciate you. Now hold on, I'm gonna read what you had said. Got any tips for breaking a meal cycle? We boil potatoes 3 times a week, macaroni and rice dish once a week, fries once a week, and the remaining days an oven, dish, or soup. We're 40 hours from home. Yeah, I definitely feel you. On my second channel, okay, I wasn't going to mention this earlier. On my second channel, which is Paul Kariakos, I have a ton of meal prep videos that I think you're going to enjoy that'll really help you. But what I will say is that the easiest thing to do to break a meal cycle, okay, is you should pick 1 protein, maybe 2, and cook it in bulk first. So what I would do is find a protein you like. This could be a lean meat, it could be some salmon, it could be chicken, beef, whatever it might be. Cook up on like a Sunday what you think you might need. Start with the protein first. So if I think you had mentioned you're how many people in the family? I don't think maybe you didn't mention that. Cook up what you may need, right? And do 2 proteins so you don't get bored. That's a big one. Okay, then from there, it becomes easier because you're thinking of protein first and then you can work around it. I think boiled potatoes are fine. You know, they do get boring. So even if you're just doing potatoes, because food is not cheap. So what Rachel and I do, I'll actually show you. This is one of my favorite things. So these are Okinawan sweet potatoes, right? They're a little expensive. You don't have to use these. I love these if you can find them, okay? We roast them because they take like 2 hours in the oven. and then I butterfly them, and then I put them in I cryovacuum and freeze them. Then when I want one, it's like a minute and a half in the microwave, and then like 3 or 4 minutes in the air fryer, and they're fantastic. And then what we'll do is we'll take a potato and we'll put some meat on top of it. We'll make like a loaded potato, and then your whole dinner will revolve around the potato. One of my favorite things to make is baked potato or steamed potato, and then putting other stuff on top of it. Think of like a rice bowl, but use the potato as a base, right? So even in this case, you can just use like a nice yam or sweet potato instead of a regular potato, so you're kind of changing up flavors. One of the ones that we do quite often is we'll do like a baked potato with carne asada on top, right? So in this case, you could cook 3 or 4 pounds of meat, put that on top of the potato. So you're not always just like piece of meat, carb, whatever. You can layer them in different ways to where the flavors will be very, very different using the same ingredients, but always start with the proteins first. And then maybe you just want to go get a salad, right? So yesterday, here's what I did. I had this ground beef that I pulled out of the freezer. So I had some of this, and I bought a bag of salad. And I just added some dressing to it, right? So you don't have to like go overboard. On your way home from work, stop by, get some pre-cut salad or some lettuce or some coleslaw, and then think of the protein. If you just prep the protein, you're gonna save quite a bit of money, which is ideal, and then the rest of it can kind of just come in parts. Hopefully that helps, right? All right, I'm gonna throw some jalapeno in here, throw some onion in here. I forgot to chop up cilantro. Get some of this. Get the cilantro off the floor. Hopefully that was helpful. I do have quite a few meal prep videos on the other channel, so we're also doing very similar. She'll buy and cook multiple chicken breasts, freeze them. Yeah, exactly. So in my eyes, I think what we run into the problem of is, what protein should I get? What side should I get? What sauce should I get? Even with Cooking with Chaos and how it is, I always tell people, I'm like, maybe, you just cook a protein today. And then if you have some time, make a big batch of like a shelf-stable sauce, like the teriyaki sauce. And then you're gonna have chicken. And then you can have it with the teriyaki sauce. And then you can make teriyaki chicken burgers. Finding the right veggies, fruits to go with different proteins. Yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have, if you're just feeling a vegetable, just pick a neutral protein. Pick a salmon, pick a chicken thigh, pick some ground beef. Just combine it with whatever you want. I think when you're just trying to sustain yourself, you don't need to do anything insane, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, especially with how busy most of us are. Is there any dish or is there any food that I dislike? I don't have a lot of dislikes. One food or protein that I hate is cuttlefish, because I had a very bad experience with it. Okra, I can only eat if it's like really fresh, right? And it doesn't have that sliminess. But I don't really have a lot of foods that I hate. Yeah, crock pot meals are great. Food doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good. I think we ran into an era of YouTube in the past like 3 or 4 years where there was too much of the this is the perfect this for you. This is the perfect this for you. And in my case, I'm like, if you don't want to put salsa on your tacos, like, I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. It is, but if that's how you want to eat it, do it. Cooking with Chaos show up, you're very welcome. We did send it out, so you're good. All right, give this a mix. This does need a bit of cumin, black pepper. I also like putting garlic powder in here as well. You can put onion powder if you want more oniony flavor. I'm gonna let the white onion do the talking though. Where is my garlic powder? Did I have it out? Hello? Hello? Hello, Mr. Garlic Powder. Do I not have, I thought it's literally here. It just fell over. Anything fried, I love fried stuff. We just don't do it very often because I have to watch a lot of oils. trying to drop like 12 pounds. Presentation goes a long way. That's fair. I agree. When you see something that looks really pretty when you're about to eat it, it can go a long way for you. But that's only if you have time, you know? Like if you don't have the time, it's okay. I eat slop bowls pretty much all the week. Like, okay, so now I have this guac. It's taking me forever to make guac, but this is not done yet. Give it a little taste. So I don't know if this will break down how I want it to. Needs more citrus, needs more salt, needs more onion. Pot of beans in a crock pot? Hell yeah, dude. Crock pot beans. I love, oh, the other one is we've been doing a lot of lentils because lentils are very cheap too. Lentils are fantastic. Highly recommend doing just a big pot of lentils and freezing them. Okay, now I'm gonna, see, this is not as mushy as I would like. So normally here's what I would do. If these were very, very soft, I would turn this basically into a paste. So I'm gonna try to turn this into a paste. And then we fold in the other one very vigorously. So let me show you what that looks like. So right now we're at this stage, right? It's still pretty chunky. It's really nice guac. Lentil curry, amazing, yeah. What's a lentil? A lentil is a legume, very similar to like split pea, used all around the world, and very, very cheap. Do I want Ash to come back to Pokemon? I have no thoughts on that question. Cooking so much, he's not used to cooking at home. Any meal suggestions really help? Ooh, good question. So what I would always say is go out to eat somewhere you might enjoy, and then think about how you can make that thing, because it can become experimental. You're like, oh wow, I really loved tacos at this place. I really want to try to make tacos. Other than that, honestly, just whatever sounds good. You know, that's my whole thing. All right, we got a kind of a paste here. This is good. It's a little bit soft. Burmese style tofu, I have not. Okay, now I'm gonna take these chunky boys and just fold them in. Kind of probably gonna be a vigorous fold, mostly because they're not very soft. And I should have used a different cutting board because now I have to wash my cutting board. All right, bam, look at this. Look at this, my friends, I'm so excited. I could eat guac with a spoon. Just, you know, this is what makes you happy, do it. But now let's give it a taste, see if it needs any more salt, more lime. Oh, where's Rachel? Cover your ears, kids. I'm gonna cover this a little bit. Let's see if she answers. Let's see if she answers the call. She was asking for snacks, so I'm gonna hook her up with a little plate. I don't know if she heard me. I don't know where in the house she is. Do a little bit of guac on here. Okay. Oh, see, I got a little bit of guac on the on the camera switcher, but it's covered in plastic, so we're good. Put these in here, you know, help it think like it's still alive. Cover this in plastic. Yeah, we're gonna cover it in a little bit of plastic because they're already oxidizing. I don't think she heard my caca. Maybe I think she might be either doing artsy stuff or it's kind of her half day off because she works tonight. More lentil recipes. Lentils are so easy to make, so cheap, and really, really delicious. All right, guac, done. This is ready to go. Ooh, we used to make kombucha until it exploded in our fridge and then we stopped making kombucha. That was fun. Let me do some cleanup real quick. So this way, we don't have all of this stuff here. We'll keep those tongs. this orange on the back was not good, so I'm gonna dump these. So when we do like a lentil soup, honestly, I just usually will make like a curried lentil and then thin it out, and it kind of becomes soup, you know? She didn't hear my cry for help, guys. Hopefully, oh, you know what? She probably has headphones in. Let's give this a quick wipe, and then we can start cooking up our steak. That the main ingredient in my dad's broccoli soup is actually cauliflower. You know, a lot of people in their, oh man, I'm gonna need some more onion for the, no, we have pico. It's funny when a lot of people say they're making soup and it's mostly just like heavy cream. You know, to each their own, but I'm like, are you making soup or are you drinking flavored heavy cream? All right, let's rock and roll. You guys ready for some tacos? Taco action? Because what we'll do is probably have the taco meat going, and then we will like just keep it in the pan and then heat up some tortillas and just make them that way. And I did tell you guys I would try to make takoyaki, so we have to do that too. So that's gonna be pretty chill. Let's see, where are we at? Rachel needs her appetizer plate. Let's give her one of these. And then some chips. Taco soup? Tortilla soup. The clamp on the thing actually stops Gandalf. Yes. I do clean up as I go when I'm not like filming or I'm not live, because otherwise it takes too much to clean up if I don't clean up as I go. But when I'm filming or when I'm live, if I stop to clean half the time, I just won't get anything done. These are good chips. These are surprisingly good. Totopos. Okay, I see you. Let me put this pico in the fridge so it stays nice and cold. Put that somewhere. And then, cook until I run out of utensils? No. No. A little bit of salsa. Get one of these. Okay. Let me go run snacks to Rachel. I will be back in like 30 seconds, because you know what time it is. Game time. Game time.
Are you tired of flipping through huge cookbooks?
I know, and my hands and the pages get so sticky. Don't worry, I have the solution. You need Cooking with Chaos, the brand new infinite recipe card system that lets you mix and match different cards to make a new meal every single time. Just combine a protein, sauce, and side card to make new dinners every single time. Wow, that's rad! What does this number do? That's the D20 mechanic. All you have to do is roll a 20-sided die for each category and make a new dinner every time. Don't get stuck in the past and start Cooking with Chaos today.
Pre-order today for a special first edition with bonus cards. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to cookingwithchaos.gg today.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. Whew, I tried to plate up the chips and the salsa and the guac and then run it upstairs before the thing ended. But we're back. Okay, let's clean up and make some tacos. Get this pan nice and clean. Nobody wants salsa in their taco pan? That's a weird thing to say. Beautifully done, ad. It's my only one right now. I know, it wasn't a D20. I know. It was like 3 different videos that we like chopped up to make that happen, but it was pretty fun. We have to do another one soon with the new box. Squid chowder al mori style. Ooh. Ooh, the rice bowl pack is in its second round of changes. After this, hopefully we can send it to print. So, yeah. And also, we're not calling it, this is weird, little housekeeping. We're not calling it an expansion pack anymore. Whew, running up the stairs was not okay. We're not calling it an expansion pack because the pack actually works on its own. So if you just like rice bowls, just buy the rice bowl pack. No longer an expansion pack. Do I mess with the pressure cooker? Rachel does, because those little time bombs freak me out, so I just let her deal with the pressure cooker. There were budget cuts during the production. Absolutely. All right, let's heat this eye up. So, where are we at? I'm thinking about getting the rice bowl pack. Yeah, I mean, I always tell people, if you can do it, love the support. I think you'll really like it, but definitely no pressure. We have the meat. So I don't need more onion because we made pico. So we're gonna do pico on the tacos. Oh, I need taco shells. It's probably an important part of today. So I got these guys. This is a new brand that I've seen. La Milpa. Tortillas La Milpa. If that's the name of the place. I'm actually really curious. Sometimes recently, we've been running into tortillas that have sugar or maltodextrin added to them, and it's not good. So let's try this out. This one doesn't say it does. There's no sugars or anything, so hopefully that's the case. And yes, there is a rice bowl pack being made. Did I show you guys this last week? How many of you guys were here last week? Raise your hands if you were in class last week. So maybe, did I show this to you? Because if you were here, you saw this. Oops. But if not, I will show you uno más. Is it in here? Yeah, baby, here it is. So here's what this looks like. I make rice bowls so often. Yeah, same. Like, I think having them be standalone is honestly like the jam. So let me show you guys what this looks like. Where, oh, this one? Here, bam. So, you know, I know it kind of, I know it kind of looks the same to you, right? But when you scroll down, these are all the proteins for the rice bowl. And then it goes to the sauces in blue. And then goes to the rice in kind of like that grayish color. And then we have sides in green. So you actually get 4 categories for this. 40 cards. Don't mind this. I had to get a new picture. But yeah, so they're all designed and ready to go. Finally, like getting there. Okay, let me go heat this up. Let's see what this tastes like. We're gonna heat it up like the abuela that loves you. Okay, just on the fire. Just, you know, if they truly love you, they do it like this. Yo, Redley, we're making tacos. We've made some guac, we made some salsa, we made some pico. Now we're actually gonna cook the taco meat, which I have right over here. But I wanna taste what this is because, again, not that I can do anything about it because I already bought the tortillas, but let's see. What do we put on this? I mean, maybe nothing. No, I already covered it. We're just gonna, cheers. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Not sweet. Yeah, man, the sweetness should come from the corn. That's it. Thank you, Aoi. I appreciate you. Sorry, my mouthful. Very rude. Okay. Let's get some tacos going. This should be probably not hot enough. I literally just turned it on. If you're making this at home, you can use a saute pan, just any saute pan. I like the cast iron, it holds heat a little longer right? A little bit better. But this taco meat is so thin, it shouldn't matter too much. Then let's get a little bit of aceite. Class, the way you say oil is aceite. Aceite. Hey, welcome in, Lilo. We're making tacos today. Put a little aceite onto my steak and a little bit in the pan. And then we'll get a little brush. Maybe, nah, don't need a brush. I do agree that corn is a superior taco shell. I'm a San Diego purist. You know, the only time I really want a soft flour tortilla is maybe if we're doing fish tacos, but even then, like, I still like it with corn. All right, let's cook this bad boy up. It's gonna get smoky, it's gonna get weird, but we will have tacos. So what I'm also gonna do is, just real quick, just bear with me, I need to cook those up to see how much salt there is. I used to dislike corn, flour the way I was growing to love them. Yeah, exactly. Favorite cooking YouTuber? Thank you, that means a lot. It means a lot that you consider me a cooking YouTuber and not an anime YouTuber. All right, baby, let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what this is. That's so fast. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Hold on. I need something to put this in, just so I can taste it for salt. Oh, this is gonna be freaking good. Let me turn this down so it doesn't smoke out anything. Give this a quick taste. Oh yeah, rock and roll, baby. Oh, that's so good. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let's do this. It's gonna get weird. Try not to overcrowd it, right? Because if you overcrowd it, you're going to steam the meat. You don't want to steam anything. You want to smoke out the house with dry heat. I'm also going to get a pan to like put this in here. I'm going to turn this on. Maybe it'll help. I'm also going to go open every window and door in the house. That's one. Can I reach this other one? Oh God. Oh God, that's a lamp. Jesus. All right, that's all I can reach right now. Just come back to the meat. Oh, I actually fell. Oh God. I'm good. I'm good. We're good. That's why you work out. I tried to slide. It didn't work. Oh, that's so good. All right, rock and roll with this. This is done. You can feel free to clip that, you know? At least we didn't lose taco meat. No, I'm good. I'm good. Check it out. We got taco meat, baby. You know, at least yesterday wasn't chest day, so I could save myself. What do we learn today? Don't run in the kitchen with socks on. All right, this is gonna take literally no time at all. Done. So now you understand. I know, imagine if this had fallen on me. That would have been on live stream fails, and you know, maybe it would have been good. Don't worry, he'll be okay. Oh, why was it so slippy here? Maybe it's my maybe it's my socks. Rachel always asks me why I don't wear socks in the kitchen, and that's why. I get frisky. Okay. But not without spices? Yeah, I did spice it. All this is marinated already. Hey, how come I'm not seeing the alerts? Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for the bits. It's not showing up on here, but it's showing up on there, so that's my bad. Yes, this is how fast this goes. That's why I wanted to buy this version. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, I'm gonna let this reheat for just like a second. All right, take these socks off so I don't die again. Happy for 100 girlfriend? What is that title? Try for happy 100 girlfriend. What is that? Sounds like the titles we came up with on live stream last week. All right, all the beef is done. Well, all the beef is in the pan. This is why we don't run, remember, don't run in the kitchen. Okay, I think I'm not gonna need the oil until we make takoyaki. This is not getting as crispy because I think the pan need to be maybe a little bit hotter. What are we making? Tacos. Tacos de asada. San Diego style. I also don't want to overcook this, but this is done. So now I'm gonna put this here. That's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna put this pan here. That took literally what, 3 minutes? Maybe. Now let's assemble some tacos. 100 girlfriends who really, really love you. I thought originally you were talking about Rent a Girlfriend, and that's just a dumpster fire of an anime, guys. It's awful. I can't with that anime. Okay, do you guys want to see what this looks like? Here. So the first batch, you got a little nice charring on there, right? You can see it has nice color, beautiful. Okay, yeah. Eat that one. Third batch though, not as much color, just a tiny, tiny amount. Huh. Oh yeah, oh, it's so tender. We're gonna do 2 tacos. Load them up. I have to go get the salsa as well. So let me go get the salsa first because I don't want to heat up the tortillas before we have everything in front of us. So like when you go to a taqueria, they're gonna have the meat, the fixins, everything in front of them. So you wanna make sure you have that. Okay, let me go get just a little bit of salsa because I think that salsa is probably still warm. So I'm gonna get just a small thing. I think that's good. Okay, there's a vessel in there. Now I'll just whisper sweet nothings to you while I walk back into the garage. Luckily, nothing broke on that fall. The meat was okay. The elbow kind of took a hit, but you know, elbows heal. Oh, the salsa looks so good. Okay, oh my God, I'm so excited. The whole fridge smells like salsa now. You know, fantastic. So excited to eat tacos. All right, we got salsa. We got pico. We got guac. Pico. Pikachu. Guac, ready. Let's assemble these. Let me heat these up though, remember. Not gonna have cold tortillas. How many of you guys have ever made tacos at home? Each girl is really well written. I'm sure. Maybe I'll watch it, you know, at night when I have nothing else to watch kind of thing. But I will say, I am binge watching Devil May Cry right now, and it's so good. Get a little heat on there. That's done. You can also just do this in a pan if you don't feel comfortable burning your fingers, you know? When I worked professionally, we weren't allowed to do this. We had to use tongs because it made more sense. Taco Saturday, baby. Tacos every day. Okay, done. Doesn't need more than like 30 seconds or something. Now, let's put them on the most Japanese plate I own. Sure, we'll do a comparison. Okay, gonna go here. I'll show you guys what this looks like. We go taco, taco. Then you do meat. Load it up, you know? Don't be cheap here. Taco meat, taco meat. Then, I personally like to go guac on one side. Okay? Gonna take some of this. OG DMC, I own that. I own the OG 2001 DMC anime. It came with my pre-order of Devil May Cry 3. Little guac. Hey, Ash, welcome in. Bam, put that on there. Then we do salsa. Little salsa action. Okay, so this way you can still see all the beef. Then, little pico. Little pico action. Tacos are done, my friends. I'm gonna move these out of the way. I think there's like oil on the floor. That's why I died. Gonna just take, do one of these, do the dance, do the cleaning dance. Make sure I don't die again. Bam, tacos. Where? Look at those. Look at them. Are you ready? Fantastic. Here we'll do the, would you like these, sir, madame? Would you like some tacos? I've made these specifically for you, for joining the stream. These are for you, my friends. Yes, fantastic. Delicious tacos. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna take a bit, I'm just gonna dive in, The only other thing I think I would want are these Final Fantasy XIV tacos. Those tacos were awful. These are not those, these are delicious. Look at this bite. Oh, hold on, we have to show you this shot. Okay, ready? No cotija on these. These are San Diego street tacos. Look at, do you need cotija? Is there a need for cotija on these? I don't think so. Oh God, oh, we're dripping. Good thing there's a towel on top of my laptop. Cheers. If you guys are just joining me, thank you for being here. Cheers to Poland. Fresh tacos, man. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We messed up. Where is it? I don't normally drink. I probably have like one beer a month. There's an occasion. Yeah. This is Modelo Chelada con limón y sal. So it has lemon and salt in it. Just a little bit of this, We'll do I'll do a small pour. I actually don't want too much. Turn this off, so loud. Yeah, there's a towel on the laptop, there's plastic on the camera switcher, got to make sure it's all good. Ooh, that's tasty right now. This is a lemon and salt beer to go with my top. This is the most Southern California thing, so cheers. Yeah, cheers to everybody here. Thank you for joining me. But we still have to make takoyaki, right? Yeah? Oh my God, it's so good. All right, Herdez, listen. I worked with a Mexican chef who said, if the tacos are bad, but the salsa is good, the tacos are good. If the tacos are good, but the salsa is bad, the tacos are bad. Meaning you can cover up bad tasting meat with good salsa. But if the salsa misses the mark, you cannot make up for it. Okay? But in this case, everything is good. Oh my God, it's such a big taco. Yeah. That's so good. Oh my God. So cooking to me, the reason why I love cooking It's honestly moments like this where we spent the last, 2 hours making some really good tacos. I have quite a bit left. We got pico, salsa, guac. Right, it might take you a little bit longer, but then it's a nice chill Saturday. You can enjoy your tacos, a little beer. It's such a vibe. I love food so much. Yeah, food's freaking cool, man. Cooking is rad. Yeah. We made something with nothing. Like, it's so cool. Oh. Now you gotta what? Contort your facial structure to keep the taco intact? Yeah, you gotta like, the taco is good when you're like trying to handle it. And if street taco, if you're taking more than 2 bites, you're either eating it wrong or it's not a proper street taco. Somebody please confirm. Just, that's my thought process. That's what I was told. You take it's 2 bites and you're done. Food is my reason for living? Yeah, same. I always thought like, what would I do if I weren't a cook? I actually don't know. Maybe it would be a knife maker. That's kind of neat. Look, but like travel food blogger would be cool too. But I think the thing is with being like a travel food blogger, admittedly, like a lot of YouTube channels who do food have become, I would miss the science. I would miss the, oh, well, that's a really cool dish from so-and-so country. And then you just kind of move on where I'm like, that's the really good dish from this country. How do I make it or how do I change it? Build at the taco. Yeah. If the meat sucks, then I do, but I've also had tacos where the meat was kind of like chewy or not that great, but the salsa is enough to make it edible. So I will say that. Make some street tacos. Okay, now I owe you guys though, right? I'm going to try to make takoyaki. We're gonna take one shortcut, and I don't think it's a shortcut. I think what it is my preference to making takoyaki batter. Fortica, thank you so much. Welcome in. We've been making some tacos the past 2 hours, and now we're gonna make takoyaki. If I were editing this video, it would say Takoyaki. Takoyaki. Okay, we're gonna do this. Any recommendations of a really good Mexican dish and a really good Italian dish? Oh, whitewashed? Yeah, I'm kind of whitewashed too. I grew up in San Diego. So that's a weird one. Like I would say if you're gonna have a Mexican dish, try just like a nice enchilada because it's basically like Mexican lasagna. So just make that, dude. Like just go for that. Okay. Takoyaki flour. Okay. Let's get some of this going. I think, what does this need? This is too much. What did I do for this? So this is takoyaki flour. I like using this because it's pretty much ready to go. The only thing is with takoyaki flour, I think this has does it have bonito, which doesn't give too much flavor, admittedly. No, it does not have bonito. It has kelp, which you don't really taste. Okay, so we're gonna use this to make takoyaki, but I only want, there's 25 pieces, it's too much so we're gonna do a half a serving. So I really don't need a lot of stuff. Let me get an egg. I did not prepare myself for this, to be honest, but since I have all this stuff ready, we're gonna rock and roll. So we have an egg, and then we need something to whisk everything in. Let's just get this big boy. Okay, we're gonna do 1 egg. Get that. What is happening with? Oh my god! I just destroyed this egg. Poor egg. It's easy to do it to cut this in half because it requires 2 eggs for the recipe, but cutting in half just makes it 1. Then we're gonna need 2 ounces of flour, and my scale is somewhere. Where's my scale? Where's my scale? I did the thinking dance and I can't find it. Oh, it's on the table. Okay, get the scale so we can measure out 2 ounces of flour, right? Very specific here. But I also need 6 ounces of water. So let's go ahead and measure out both, right? Make our lives easy. I'm just gonna get this mug. Or here, I have a little jug here. We need 6 ounces of water for this experiment. I like doing it this way so you get kind of all your liquids into the vessel first. And then you mix those together and then you add your dry. Oh, I'm so excited to try this. The one thing I don't have is, like, normally with takoyaki, there would be, the questionable scale is over by the coffee. I still have it. It's literally the same scale I've had for the entire life of the channel. The one thing I don't have is sour cream, like in lieu of the, what's the word that I'm looking for? In lieu of the mayonnaise. So we'll just do the guac, we'll do the pico, some salsa, just see how it comes out. Okay, then I'm going to need, oh, the other stuff is optional, so we don't need any taco, we don't need any octopus, don't need green onions, don't need tempura. Okay, I just need 2 ounces of flour. Watch this go, it's just gonna dump like 8 ounces or something on here. Okay, see, 1.9? We'll go with 1.9, that's fine, that's fine. I'm not gonna tempt fate. Put this back in its prison. Almost went overboard, you know, because I was being lazy. Now this is basically the batter that we need to make, say it with me, takoyaki. Okay. Give this a mix. Doesn't need to be mixed too hard because otherwise the gluten will form a little bit too much. Cilantro, lime, avocado crema. So what I'm thinking is I have a little bit of yogurt and I can thin out some yogurt with lime juice, which is really nice, to make like a lime sour cream, right? So I can do that too. Maybe I'll do that instead. Okay, that's nice and mixed. Now we can make takoyaki. This is gonna get strange, but I'm excited. I'm excited for strange things. For Stranger Things. Hey, what if Stranger Things was just a fusion TV show about like combining different, that's what we should call this. This live stream is now called, I can't call it Stranger Things because they'll sue me. Strangest Things. Done. Just having a ball today. Okay, grab our fire source. Then we need takoyaki pan. You cannot make takoyaki without the pan. So we need this. This is what this looks like. It has like these vessels, little holes in there. I don't know who came up with this pan, but they're a genius. So we're rock and rolling with this. Fusion cuisine. So now the other thing too is you don't want it ripping hot because if it's too hot, then the batter will overcook and burn, you know? What about stagiaire things? That's funny. Stagiaire things, I could get behind that. Yeah, that's some good tacos, man. The other thing too, with my fire, is it's only touching the middle row basically. So I'm gonna add enough oil to just those. Normally when takoyaki are made, the griddle that's being used has like a coil that goes up and down each row to have even heat. But mine does not have the fancy coils. So, oh, I left the guac out. I'm such a monster. I left everything out. That's okay. We'll need it in a minute. Well, I'm gonna eat so much guac over the next couple of days. It's gonna be kind of ridiculous and I'm so excited about it. Maybe I'll send some to Rachel's work. I like sending them food, mostly as a, look what I like to make for my wife. So they get jealous and be like, you guys need to cook more. Okay, spread these out, get these all lubricated. And that's kind of it. Wow, that's so hot. Now let's, now we do this thing. You know, takoyaki. I did not talk to you, miss. I'm not gonna name your name because then people are gonna be like, you activated in my house. So we're just gonna pour some of this in here. Oh, it's hot enough. We'll crank up the heat a little bit. So with this, you don't wanna overfill. because we still have to add stuff to it. So I'm gonna do like maybe 3/4. Probably should have done less because then we put more filling. You know this is gonna be good. Literally just batter with beef inside, right? let's be perfectly real with ourselves, guys. Then we do, you know, little. Come on, friends. This is dumb. I'm gonna open up one of these, you know, at Anime Expo, and call it takoyaki and just spelled wrong and confuse everyone. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Okay, but now I need to turn it down. Oh, my eyes are sweaty. How do your eyes sweat? Get a couple of skewers. These are really good for rotating in the pan. I think this is gonna be a little silly. Can I turn this down just a little so I don't burn anything? Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're in. Come on. Are we in? No, we're not. How did this one rotate and the other ones didn't rotate? I bet you give samples of Rachel's food to the apprentices. Yeah, that's why not? Come on. Why are you not turning for me? The others turned so nicely. Maybe it wasn't hot enough. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let the crust form. You do have to like constantly check. Oh, see that one at the edge? So it looks like the middle ones weren't as hot, but I think we can get there. I think, oh, this is the move. Okay, we need more batter. Here we go. Add more batter to the center after you rotate. Then we do it all over again. It's okay if you kind of like come up the top. Probably uneven distribution. I actually think it was just because the fire is not hot enough in certain parts of this. So then, now we do the turning dance. You poke and prod until it's all oh God, this moved. Here we go. Oh my eyes. Should have wore the bandana today. Okay, come on. You get a little bit of bits that are on the sides. Hold on, this is moving too much. There we go. Gandalf's only waifu is food. Why do I have, see this? So when I was in the kitchen, I typically wore a bandana under my hat because I would get sweat in my eyes like I am right now. Oh my God, my eyes, they're burning. Oh, okay, we're good. I would sweat so much in a kitchen. Got to keep rotating these so they don't burn. Basically, we've made takoyaki. So this one, the batter is a little, fill it just a bit more, you know? I'm just gonna kind of add more as needed. Good morning! Welcome in. It is currently 2:15 p.m. in the afternoon, and I am now making a Japanese Mexican takoyaki. I think I may have added too much carne asada, but that's okay. You can never have enough. These aren't going to be beautiful and perfect, but they will be good. Oh, my eyes. Here. Look at these. Look at these beautiful balls of joy. Oh, what happened to my eyes? Guys, did I make the mistake? I didn't touch anything spicy. I don't think I touched anything spicy. I think my eyelids are just sweating or something, which is really awkward. Okay, these are almost done though. We'll work through the eye burning. Get a little more color on there. So in the Jujutsu Kaisen video, what I had tried, and I really liked, and I should have done it for this, it's 418. Oh yeah, you guys are all over, I know you guys are all over the world. What I had done for the takoyaki batters, I actually added melted butter to it, and I loved the texture. I was trying to make it to where it was like a cross between takoyaki and crepes. These are coming out pretty good. Did I put spice in the marinade? A little bit, but I didn't really touch my face. Put this in the sink. Gonna give this a little more crispiness. I think these are pretty good. Oh yeah, baby. Let's plate these up. You gotta be kind of quick when you plate them up too, otherwise they'll get soggy. All right, that's good to go. Let me show you guys what they look like. There we go. Little taco, yaki, delicious. I'm excited. Let's try these. Get this off of here. Find a spot for this thing. Then we need a plate. So you guys remember what the tacos look like that I just made. So now I'm gonna plate it up on the same plate. This way we can actually truly have takoyaki. So fun. Like serve these at a quinceañera and they're gonna look at you funny, but they're gonna really love it. Okay. Can I interest you in making, what was it? In making tacos de tripe? I actually do not like intestine, tripe, the texture. Can't do it, man. Okay, but now we need to make a quick crema with a little bit of yogurt. Where's my, I know I have, oh, there it is. A little bit of yogurt. Okay. Nothing too crazy, right? We're still gonna use all the same toppings, except for this, I'm gonna make a little bit of lime yogurt to replicate the sour cream, right? Takoyaki is always scorching hot. Yeah, mine are like, maybe it's the batter that I use or that I'm not very good with the technique. They also, because I always take too long to garnish them, so they're never as hot. I actually think my batter ends up being a little bit thick because I make it towards that package instruction. So I think it does that so you don't mess them up. The thinner batter is much harder to use. So a little bit of lime juice in this yogurt to emulate sour cream, right? It also needs a bit of salt. A little pinch of salt in there. Then, here we go, let's just do this up. Just put a little bit on each one. If it were in a bottle, I would do like a nice squeeze all over the top of everything. Okay. Now, we're gonna do the dirty. Put a little bit of this meat right on there. Okay. This way, it's almost like carne asada fries. I know that meat is a little cold though, so maybe, just revive it a little bit. Gonna heat up the sour cream too, apparently. Just a touch. Tekken 8, I did. And admittedly, I haven't seen much of Baki, so can't say I'm like super stoked at that character choice, but I'm sure people love it. All right, heated up that. Then we go heavy stuff first, I think. Then we're gonna go some guac. Just 2 big dollops of guac on there. Then salsa. Just kind of spread it around a little bit. That's all I had, man. That's all I had to heat it up last second. Then pico. I don't know about y'all, but that's pretty good, man. For like a last minute thing, it just looks like carne asada fries in a very strange way. Like that looks fantastic. Wouldn't you want this? Here you are, sir. Here's your fusion cuisine. This is your taco yaki. I guess it would technically be called like carne yaki, right? It would be carne yaki, because yaki means to like grill. We'll eat it with chopsticks too. Why not? get my lightsaber chopsticks. Do these work? No, these have no battery. You have no purpose if you can't turn on. Here, I got fun chopsticks. Hold on. This is happiness on a plate. These chopsticks are from Universal Studios Japan, Osaka, and I got these in 2008. Yep. I've owned these for almost 20 years. That's... Okay. Cheers to 20-year chopsticks. This looks so good. That's bomb. Needs more texture, like with a tortilla, right? But these are pretty good. These, I would order these for a table. Dude, that's so fun. Would you like some taco yaki?
Taco karnaki?
It's carne yaki is what we also came up with.
Okay, that's better.
Would you like to try some carne yaki?
Did you put spicy sauce on it?
It has pico, guac, salsa, lime sour cream. You want some spicy on there? Rachel says it needs hot sauce.
Yeah.
What hot sauce should we put?
That one.
This one?
No.
This one.
That one.
So this one is Chile Lengua de Fuego. This is one of the Da Bomb packages of hot sauces, and Rachel wants to try it with this. Actually, I want to try it with this. So I'm gonna do, it's really, really nice. We've been kind of eating this with basically everything. It's really good.
Your salsa was good, but it needed spice.
Needed more heat, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And more salt.
More salt? Well, it has to sit for a day. Yeah.
Same with your guac. More salt, more lime.
More salt? I thought I oversalted.
Nope.
I said I didn't want to oversalt, and she's now saying it needs more salt.
Is it good?
Uh-huh. My salsa is not that hot. Here.
Is it hot?
No, it's fine. I like it, but I like the texture of corn tortilla more. The dough itself is pretty heavy, so I think it takes away from some of the other stuff, but it's pretty. I'll probably eat this.
Oh, hear me out.
Huh. Rachel has a thought.
Do a masa takoyaki. Like,
That's what we were talking about.
like mix some masa.
Mix some masa into the, mix some masa into the batter. So like you get like a corn masa batter and then you throw that into here with everything. I think that would be super nice because then you get the corn flavor. So instead of putting like grilled corn, you actually put masa in with the beef in the center. Yeah, that would be pretty freaking good.
Or just like, oh, you know how there's like chunks of masa that you can like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you put it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in agreement. This is pretty good. So what kind of tacos? Why am I? Everything's falling. What kind of tacos are you guys gonna make tomorrow? You know, maybe on your Sunday, day off, a little beer.
Tikka masala.
This is good. Ooh, tikka masala tacos. That would go hard. That'd be pretty freaking good. I'm probably just gonna eat. I'm probably gonna make a taco salad tonight. That's gonna be my dinner. What?
Adobo.
Rachel wants adobo tacos. You want to do masa, you can go closer to something like a bao bun. You could, yeah. You could do like carne asada inside of a bao with some masa, like as like a, so you do like the bao dough, right? You do a little spread of masa on the inside and you put carne asada in with it and then you steam it. And then you kind of like serve it with like, I don't know, a side of salsa. I don't know how that would go because it's steamed dough, you know? There's something to be said.
Like Mexican chili oil.
Oh, maybe like a Mexican chili oil on top, like oregano.
Oh, no, like you like just
Yeah.
add it.
It kind of would make it a pseudo corn, like corn bread if you cook it with, I'd be very curious to try that. Maybe next time we try masa in with the taco, like the batter.
I'd have to make my
Yeah, because admittedly, like I like this, but I also think it's pretty heavy with the guac and the salsa and everything. Very good flavor, but I kind of just want this on a taco shell. You want some tacos? Okay, let's make some more tacos. Let's make more tacos for Rachel. I'll put these back here. What's that?
Can I steal some of your coffee? I mean, I need it.
Yeah, there's Vietnamese coffee in there. We already talked about the cold brew. You want 2 tacos or 3? 2 tacos? Okay, 2 tacos. 2 tacos for the lady, coming right up. Let's do this as quickly as possible without falling in the kitchen again. I fell earlier because of my socks.
You fell?
Yeah, and there was like a little bit of...
What that was?
Yeah, when the house shook, it was me. I shaketh.
The house shooketh.
The house shooketh. I still feel like there's something on the thing. Those tacos para the white girl. Let's just heat this up real quick. Just gonna go cold pan. This should be okay. Do you want them pretty loaded?
I mean,
Every time I add like extra meat and stuff, she's like, "Oh my god, there's so much," and then she finishes it anyway. So
normal.
that's for 2 tacos.
Where's your meat?
I already had my 2 tacos. Yeah, and then we have a whole like 2 pounds of meat left that I haven't marinated. So yeah, that's why you buy extra. You can go a little heavier because you already had ice in there. That cold brew is also very strong. So the Vietnamese cold brew, if you've never made it, is fantastic, but it will, you can tell the cadence of the stream has gotten faster and probably what caused me to fall over. It wasn't me falling over, it was my future self catching up with my past self from the amount of coffee that it was. No. No. Now we just move this to the side, right? Just throw those in there because I don't feel like taking it off the heat right now. I guess I could have. We'll probably still take it off the heat because it is better on the fire. I need a plate. Rach, do you want all the fixins? Do you want guac, salsa, everything? Okay. 2 tacos for the lady. Happy face. Happy face for you guys in chat. Thank you so much for being here. Get these out. Do a little burn. Being a klutz? Yeah, I mean, no, what are you talking about? My past self had to catch up to my future self. You know? It was totally intended. At least it wasn't a professional kitchen with more knives. Hot pan, hot pan, hot, hot. Hip Hop Anonymous. All right, let's do up these 2 tacos for the lady. If you're ever like getting street tacos, they should be done like within minutes if they're not super busy. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, then we got guac. Guac's going on. She said it needed more salt, but Rachel drinks salt all day. So I'm gonna just season hers just a little bit because this will like continue to flavor over time. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of salt. Do you want the lime cream too? Okay. So Rachel's gonna get an upgrade. She's gonna get the lime cream on there too. Ginger beer. Oh, dude, I love ginger beer. There's a place called Rachel's Ginger Beer, not associated, that is fantastic if you ever have a chance to find their stuff. We used to use it to make ice cream at Salt and Straw. Ooh. Oh, Ice Cream Man's here. Do I want an ice cream sandwich? No, I don't want an ice cream sandwich. Okay, then we need pico. A little pico on top. Mija, you want lime on the side?
Yes, Habibi.
Yes, Habibi. Dos tacos, ready. That's it. Bam. 2 tacos. 2 tacos definitely never will be enough, so I might make 2 more. That's for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we made takoyaki. We made tacos today. thank you guys for being here. This was super fun, you know? If you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/RealChefPK. We do coffee hour talks. We hang out. We like to have a good time there. And usually they're pretty chill, either at a coffee shop or in my office where we're just hanging out together. We do these live streams every Saturday at usually around noon. Sometimes I go to 1, but usually around noon now because I go to tournaments on Saturday nights to play Riftbound. So that's a whole thing. So we'll try to keep them around noon. So that way we can spend the afternoon together. And you can also check out all of my videos over on YouTube if you're watching on Twitch. So if you're here over on Twitch, check out my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of anime and video game inspired food, and you can watch that all over there. Yeah, you guys are awesome for being here. Thank you for being in the chat. And for those of you who have subbed and sent bits and donated, I really appreciate it. It goes a long way with helping me pay for a lot of the equipment and stuff like that, and also just getting groceries so I can share with you guys. So if you ever also have any questions, hit me up in the comment section or over on Discord. Love trying to help you guys. Like, I'm here to serve. So if you guys ever need anything, just let me know. Other than that, you guys have a great day. I'm gonna clean up. You guys want to see what the mess looks like? Hold on, see all this back here? Put all this away. There's ingredients everywhere. Okay, and then you guys get to see this mess. Let me see if I can aim it without anything being destroyed. That disaster. There's where the laptop is. You guys are over here. There's that camera. There's that camera. Ice cream man is here. Oh my God, do I want an ice cream sandwich?
You have 3 seconds to decide.
Hey, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on another live stream over on twitch.com/RealChefPK, or catch my videos